Hi, guys, and welcome back to the hot seat. We are live here in real time at the Social Media Show studio, and we are here watching the hot seat. We always have amazing guests that are going to sit here in this fiery seat that we're going to get right down to their story, what they do, why they do it, how they do it, and what's going on. So our first guest actually is in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame under the category Celebrity. She is a singer. She's amazing. She has a long history of being in the business and work with some of the greatest stars that you guys and everybody would know if you heard the name. So everyone, please welcome powerhouse vocalist Anae. Hello, beauty queen, holiday queen. Please take a seat in the hot seat with this fabulous outfit. I feel like this outfit needs a round of applause because look at it. Yes, queen.
Thank you.
Already queen of Christmas. So, welcome to the hot seat. It is our first time meeting.
It is.
Thank you so much for being here.
I am so glad to be here with you. I really am.
So, we're going to get right down to it.
Okay.
Now, you are reigning from the East Coast. You are from New Jersey.
That is
correct.
correct.
And you have been singing for a very long time.
Few years.
Just a few. Now, what I found really interesting is when you really had the light bulb go off about music and singing is actually, which is funny, a birthmark on your foot, correct?
Yes.
When you're around like 4 or 5 years old?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, because that's kind of like where you really started your
Yeah.
right?
Okay, so I didn't grow up around live instruments or people singing. I mean, I went to church, but I was incredibly shy. We couldn't afford the choir robe, so I couldn't do the choir. But there was this birthmark on the bottom of my right foot that looked to me to be an elf with musical notes coming out of it. And I said, oh, God made me a singer. I'm a singer. I know I'm a singer because I've got this birthmark. And it's really true. And so I could show this birthmark to people and they would actually see what I saw.
Oh, absolutely. And then they probably could hear how
No, I was really shy.
Okay. Okay.
I know it's so dramatic, drastically different than what I am today, but I was shy. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. But then when you really started to think about it, was you actually were at a talent show, is it? When you were in school and you actually won?
Yes.
Yeah, one of your teachers actually kind of encouraged you to sing, correct?
Yes. And so we did a talent show, me and my 2 girlfriends, and we won the talent show. I was the lead singer. We did an old song. Yeah, you're not gonna know it. No point in talking about it. But you might know the group. It was the Impressions, and the lead singer of that group was Curtis Mayfield. And we did a song called You'll Want Me Back. Won the show. Oh, we had so much attention. Oh, we heard all the stories. Oh, yeah, we're gonna make you ladies, you girls stars. We were like 12, 13, but it didn't happen. And then life happened. So I became, as years later, I had a broken heart. That was the catalyst.
Yes.
That's what.
It kind of really drove you.
I had to find a way to heal myself. And there were so many external things that I could have done. But the thing that made me the happiest was when I sang.
Music kind of spoke to you. It's a way to
healed
release.
me.
Yeah, it's a great release.
It was and is.
So then, as time went on, you actually had a fellow employee. I know that he had toured and worked with something.
My story.
I mean, that's why I love to look at this, but people don't realize that I'm going to know more than the
average bear.
Average. But you actually had in contact with the Houstons in a way. There was a connect with them, and that kind of really pushed you to start singing and writing music, which kind of was more like a catalyst, a domino effect.
Yeah,
correct.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know a lot.
Yeah,
I'm impressed with you. I'm impressed with you. Yeah. And so I was working because I was a single mom, and I worked in this company with a guy who sang with Sissy Houston. Now this is before Whitney. Right? Just before Whitney came out. And I thought it was like I was talking to Barry Gordy when I talked to him. And it wasn't, but it was so everything from my world at that time. In fact, I was in the room in New York City the night that Clive Davis found Whitney, discovered Whitney, whatever it was. I was there. And when she sang, I was almost on the table screaming because it was so delicious.
Yeah. Very powerful. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. But anyway, yeah. But that was my lead in.
Yeah. Start. And you never originally, when you started singing, didn't write music, wasn't thinking of writing music up until you kind of were told, no, you need to go to a song. Right? That's kind of what ended up happening.
Oh, wow. You are cracking me up, you know, because I do interviews and so many people don't know, which you did your homework. Well, let me give you some applause.
Thank you.
Yes,
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, so
I was in a rehearsal. We were getting ready to do the first show I had ever done. I was terrified, and the guy we were working with, he's a pianist, world renowned. Yeah, and so he says to me after the rehearsal, he just looks at me and goes, "You write songs?" I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Yes, you do." I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Yes, you do. Now go home and write a song." So what did I do?
You wrote a song?
I went home and wrote songs.
You wrote a song, and then here you are. And now singer and songwriter, Ane.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So what the biggest thing, though, that you really introduced yourself is that you actually had worked with, toured with, been a part of the famous group, the Shirelles.
That is correct.
Right? And this was a very, very, very big R&B group back in the day that eventually ended up falling out. But you had worked with one of the original members, which was Beverly Lee. Correct? And so you with that you've toured all over the world.
That is true.
And you've also worked with some amazing singers.
Incredible.
Yes.
In fact, there were moments when I was in the presence of, say, for example, Dick Clark, right? I would pinch myself kind of. Wow, this is amazing, because as a kid growing up, I saw all of these icons on TV.
Yeah.
Never knowing, never thinking that I would be amongst them. But my heart was always full of gratitude and appreciation that I was there.
Yeah. Who was the most influential person that you've worked with that kind of really set that thing for you where you're just like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be? Was there a moment when you went, oh my gosh, yep, this person literally, we're here?
It's not someone well known. This person was not known all over the world, but he was a band leader and he worked the circuit. I guess you can call it the Chitlin circuit back in Jersey at that time. And I was in this place listening to the music, and I had left the other group because they weren't serious. I was so serious, Priscilla. I was just so serious about this music thing.
Right.
And so I went in this club, and when the band went on break, at least the singers, I happened to know one of the singers, and I said, if you hear of a group that needs a singer, let me know, because I'm a lead singer. She says, we need one. Just like that. In a nanosecond. Just like that. And it changed my life forever.
Yeah. It's meant to be, honestly. The universe put you in the right place at the right time, and they just so happened to need a singer, and you fit the criteria.
It was the way the universe moved and moved me. I was dreaming about it before I started singing. I would wake up and I would be like, oh my God, that felt so real. I was there. I was singing on this stage.
Yeah.
And that happened a few times every week. Every week. So I finally got the courage up to, yeah. But it was something moving.
Right. It was. And then you really knew that you fit in because you would have those moments where you're pinching yourself, where you would kind of become conscious on the stage and be like, I'm literally here. Right? Like, I'm here. This is happening. And it feels great. Right?
It was so delicious.
Yeah.
If I could just share with you first of all, I didn't realize the magnitude of the Shirelles. Of course, this was before the internet and you can Google and all this. I mean, my dad used to bring the music home, but I wasn't aware of the Shirelles' history. So when I got the call to do the audition, it wasn't as big a deal. I didn't think it was
Right.
because, and I'm so glad I didn't know
Mhm.
because I would have been terrified. So the first show that we did it in Sunrise, Florida. I will never forget it because I was in the room with all of these icons. Like, I'm, and in the green room, we were in the green room. I was like, oh my, but I'm trying to be really cool. I'm trying to be really coy about it. But inside, my heart was
Right.
racing. I was excited. It was a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was. You know a
Yeah.
lot about me, little girl. You know, I'm so, I gotta say, I know it's off topic, but I just want to say that's amazing to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I am a little.
Yeah, you
Joking.
are. You are. Yeah. Thank you for knowing.
Of course. So you, early 2000s, 2004 exactly, you made the move from New Jersey all the way to Las Vegas.
That's
And
correct.
there's the obvious things I know that you've mentioned was the weather. You're on the East Coast.
Number
You know,
one.
and I'm pretty sure the East Coast, that we all know, is a lot pricier than it would be here in the desert.
Number
So,
two.
right. But what else really moved you to Vegas specifically at that time period, in that time from the early 2000s, right?
You know what it was? We had come here. We the Shirelles had performed here several times, and there was an energy about Las Vegas in the airport. Even I said, "Oh, this is nice. This is a nice vibe." Because in the vibe in Jersey was cool, in New York and all was cool, but it was different. And I love the palm trees. I loved the mountains. And I love that people come here to have a good time. So the energy here is here.
Yeah.
It's always here. You
That's
know?
correct.
So
Yeah.
I like that. So I like to be around good energy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's what finished me. As soon as I got to the airport, I said, that's it.
Yeah. So how was that journey for you? From Las Vegas then up until now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things, you've seen it change, entertainment's changed,
Yep.
music's changed,
Yes.
the demand for what people want to see on stage has also changed.
Yes.
So what has your journey been like in Las Vegas specifically?
Very interesting
Mhm.
because I moved here with the idea that I would come here and do my original music here.
Yeah.
But after arriving, after a short period, I realized maybe not so much my original music. So I started putting together other shows, other types of productions, and I got my now I wear another hat. Now I'm a producer. I It's just my path. I've been very blessed. But
Yeah.
so it was difficult at first to try to find my way because even though I had performed and was still performing with the Shirelles, it wasn't opening the doors that I had wanted to open for me. So, but I was persistent, so I
Yeah.
kept going.
Yeah. And you actually had a show at the Smith Center. It was called It's a
Several.
Man's World, but that was the most recent one. I believe in 2022. So tell us a little bit about that show. How did that show go? You looked, I mean, seeing the movie posters, the show posters, all of that. It exudes a lot of powerful energy. You,
Yes.
queen of the world, like you know, as women should be.
Yeah.
It's a man's world, right? But Anae's here.
Right. And that's how I formulated. I came up with that's how I conceptualized the show because most times we, the Shirelles, performed with a lot of guys. So there would be 4 groups on the show, and we would be the only girls in most cases. And so it's like, wow, the guys got the best songs. Man, there's a whole bunch of them. There's only, yeah, and I want to sing some of those songs that they have. And so I started putting together the show, and I love beauty, right? I love beautiful things and costumes and feathers, and
Right.
I love all of that, right? So I started putting it together, contacting people, and I was so excited, and my enthusiasm carried over to other people. So in my show, This Is a Man's World, but I do songs from Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., I have a tapper, I have costumes up to wazoo, background singers, full live orchestra, and I'm in my element.
Yeah.
I'm in my element when I'm doing it. So the energy is real. And when I'm done, this is the crazy part. When I'm finished the show, I'm not even tired.
Your adrenaline's still going. Kind of gave you energy, probably.
I'm not tired. Like
Right.
some of the people that work with me after they're done with the show, they're exhausted. I'm never tired. I think I got that from my mom. I got that from my mom.
You're perfect for the entertainment industry because if you're tired, you can't get that much done. You go to sleep, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, what do you believe has been the one factor that's kept you being persistent this whole time? You mentioned a little bit how Las Vegas didn't open the doors that you thought it would in the path you thought it would take you. But what really keeps you going to continue to produce shows, to continue performing, to continue writing music? What would that be?
That is such a great question. I believe that I was sent to planet Earth to make people feel good, to sing, to entertain them, to remind them of something that they have inside. And I can't shut it off. And it will not leave me alone. So even if I wanted to not do it anymore, I can't even do that because it's there. It's like almost like a voice, without words, of course. But there's an energy, a presence. There's something that pushes me to keep doing it, keep going, keep going. So people go. Sometimes people I haven't seen in a while. I'll run into them and they go, "I mean, you still singing?" Of course, until the wheels fall off. Because I believe that the gift that I have was placed inside me to share with the world, to make the world a better place. I believe that.
And fun fact is your name actually means a beautiful lady who sings, correct?
A beautiful lady? Good.
So
I'm going to steal you. I'm going to steal you. Yes, and I found out later, and my name means beautiful lady with the song. But I found out in Japanese, it means big sister. And I am the ultimate big sister.
Of course. You have that energy about you. A lot of people, I'm sure, that would create some sort of dynamic with you. You kind of have this warm, welcoming energy and a very, very compassionate energy that comes off of you.
Thank you.
So in Asian cultures, we would definitely call you more of the big sister type of vibe. Yes.
I didn't know that initially, but someone, I met a Japanese person. He said, "Your name means big sister." I said, "That is a perfect fit for me." And I did my DNA.
Oh,
right?
Tell me.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
I
feel like I know where this is going.
I am 1% Filipino. Who knew? Who knew?
The universe, because that made you. Listen, it all falls in.
It really does.
And that's amazing.
The synchronicity of life.
Yes.
Yes, amazing.
So you have a couple albums out that you recorded, music from the greats and also stuff that you've written. So when it comes to your original songs, what is really your driving force? What sparks your creative mindset to write? What do you write about? What genre pulls you? I know you sing a lot of R&B and classical songs and stuff like that, but what's your go-to? If someone were to say, let's just give you one album, you have to write everything. What's it going to be?
It's going to be songs from my heart. I don't have a lot of training, so to speak, formal training. So my go-to is always my heart. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's what I got. So I go to my heart. If I hear something, like sometimes when I watch, and I'm not a big TV watcher, but every now and again I'll watch a movie and I'll hear the music playing and the orchestra playing the soundtrack or something. Okay. But it's just instrumental. And I'll go, I hear a song. I hear a song. And I'll start. So the way my gift works is that I hear the melody and the lyrics at the same time.
I see. Okay.
So once I get the verse and I get the hook, the song is done. I'm good. Yeah. I can do whatever after that. Yeah. But that's how my gift is. I promise you I didn't know.
It's meant to be. You can hear it. Not many people can. It's a thing with a lot of artists. I'm sure, apart from music, that they just it just comes to them, and that's how things just kind of it all filters out different ways for everybody.
But I feel like
that's that's the gift that you have, and so you're meant to do this.
here I am.
So, what do you feel is going to be your end goal? What do you want your end goal to be? Where you want to see yourself be at?
I want to see myself singing much more often,
Mhm.
all over the world, where it's safe, whatever safe is anymore. But I want to give more of myself. And I always say this, and people kind of look at me, but when the time comes that I'm going to go and I'm going to transition, I want to be used all up. I want to have given everything I have, everything that was sent through me to share in the world. I want to have done that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my angle is to do more, to give more, to live more, to love more. That's what I want.
And you feel that that would be mirroring what kind of legacy you want to leave behind?
That is my legacy. That's my legacy, to love. Sometimes it's not the easiest choice. It's not. Sometimes it's like, really? But at the end of the day, love is important, and the thing that can heal the world is love. That's it. I mean, we can't heal the world with hate. We can't heal it with ignoring. The only thing is that enough of us have to believe that love is really truly conquers.
It does.
It does.
So you are obviously dressed for the holidays.
I am.
And you are sitting in our hot seat. So obviously that's hinting towards a little something. The Queen is going to beat Mariah Carey out while with her own holiday show here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Is that correct? So tell us a little about where, when, why, like what's the vibe of the holiday show?
This is the first time I've ever individually, singularly, done a holiday show in my whole career. And so people have been asking me to record Christmas albums and all that, but I didn't do that. I said, I'm going to put together a Christmas show. And I'm going to invite some of my friends that are vocalists to join me, and musicians. And I want to, again, spread the joy, touch the hearts. Right? And so this came recently, though. I thought about, this world right now where, we got a lot of stuff going on. It's some tumultuous time. And sometimes we forget that we have freedom, right? We have some freedom in this country. We do. And we had it because there were people that came and served in the armed forces, the military. So this Christmas, I'm going to do something special for the military folk that come out to the show, because I want to thank them. I'm always thanking them for their service and their contribution. And because of them, we get to be free. And we take it for granted a lot of times. I know I don't think about it a whole lot. But right now, for some reason, it's really popped in my mind. Yeah, the military. I want to do something special for them. I'm not telling you what.
As you guys have to go see it.
You have to go. You have to go. You have to go.
So where can we see this amazing show?
This show is going to be at the beautiful Notoriety, which is downtown on Fremont Street. It's the parking, it's easy parking right in the building underneath. You can push the third button, go up to the third floor, walk across, and the room is so intimate. It's really intimate and beautiful. And the sound and lights, it makes it even more. So I'm excited about it because it's my first Christmas show.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, how did I even get away with that?
Right. Because you look like you love Christmas. This is your holiday. It is your holiday.
The tree has been up since before Halloween.
Oh. Christmas is your holiday. 100%.
Because it's the time of year where people open their hearts.
They do.
They do.
Not if everyone's happier.
Yeah.
Everyone's giving. Everyone's
and sometimes so conversely, I was thinking about that because I love this season. And I was thinking about the veterans. Yeah. Some of them are very lonely at this time.
Of course.
Very sad. So I'm going to do something special for them.
Yes.
Because my job is what? to bring the joy.
Bring the joy. Bring
Bring
people
it.
together
Bring it.
through
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
We can open up their hearts and
Absolutely.
feel vulnerable. So what are the dates and where can people get tickets?
Okay. The date is December 10th. It's a Sunday. It's at 7:00 p.m. You can get tickets at my website, which is ANESINGS.com. You can also get them at notorietylv.com. And, just come out, enjoy the music, enjoy the moment, and appreciate this gift of life that we have. Because it's a gift. It really is. And it's moving so darn fast.
Mm.
It's like we're in December.
Yeah, yesterday to me was like July. All of a sudden it's in
I feel the
December.
same.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you need? It's winter, technically.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still in summer mode.
Yeah, I know, me too. But it is December 10th. Once again, I have an incredible group that will be with me, singers, background singers. I don't want to say who they are just yet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to also have this live band.
Okay.
Always.
Always.
Yeah, I love live
Mhm.
instruments, and I do that as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the traditional Christmas songs. I'm going to do some sing-along Christmas songs.
Okay. Everyone's got to warm up their voice before they go to her show.
The first day of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What is it? You know what? A partridge in a pear tree. That one.
She said she was going to sing today, but
No, I
somehow
wasn't.
got her to sing today.
No, because I'm so relaxed with you because you know who I am.
Oh, yeah. I have heard a lot of times when people come and sit down in the hot seat that they're not really used to my way of interviewing. I'd love to have it be a conversation, like we're meeting each other over coffee or drink, right?
Good.
And I love that because this is how people get to know the artists. We all can look up Google. We all can do that. And they're just going to say, she's a singer. Okay, cool. But who are you?
I'm going to steal this girl. I'm going to steal her.
Maria, no, Maria, you got to hold it behind me. Mrs. Claus came to town and she's making me. But now that we found out who Anae is and everything that makes you you and why you do what you do, I always finish off with this one question. It always makes my guests really think. Is there a philosophy or a motto that you live by?
Ooh. You ask good questions, girl. Is there a philosophy? I'm going to know when I get home the answer.
Oh, sorry. Dang it, I wish I should.
I wish I should have said that. I believe that we all came to planet Earth to serve in whatever capacity that is. And so many people have built their lives around the got tos and never get to the what was put inside. And so I would say the part of it, I'm gonna hate myself when I get home because I got a better answer than this one, but I can't think of it in the moment. But just to, whatever it is that you have that you were given, that creator put inside of you, universe, or whatever you want to call that, all that is, do it. Because somebody, it's in you because somebody on planet Earth needs it. So do it.
Yeah.
Create something. Share something. We're not all meant to be singers. We're not all meant to be interviewers. Everybody doesn't have the same stuff. But use what you have been given and go do that in the world.
Of course. Now, being in entertainment, you've gone through a roller coaster. It's not all pretty. It's not all celebrities being on the big stage. What would your advice be for those artists that feel that they can't just continue to do it because stuff just keeps getting in the way?
You can't let the distractions disrupt your journey and I call it your divine assignment. You can't because life is going to throw some curveballs. That's inevitable. But you have to know and believe and you have to surround yourself with people that believe in you, that really believe in you. Even when you have those moments of doubt, you have to have people around you that will say, no, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get up. Let's go.
Right, right. Are you going to let that one thing ruin you, that one person, that one hater ruin you, right?
No, you can't. Because then we would all not do anything.
Right.
We would all sit at the beach all day long.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean?
We could go there together, just zen and then come back, right? Do that
Just sit at the beach. I'm not doing anything. This person got on my nerves, and they ruined my day, and they ruined my month, and they broke my heart, and they did this. No,
right.
Just keep moving, move forward, keep moving forward. I tell my son that all, my daughter too. Keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. Now, ironically, I didn't always think like this,
right?
Because my life was different when I was a younger person. It was like I was the got-to girl. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, and blah blah blah. It was much more structured because anyway, it was a different time. But now, no, you gotta find that whatever that is. If it's just it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but just be happy with it so you can be happy with yourself.
Mic drop. Mic drop.
Whatever your job is.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. It's really okay.
Amazing. Well, Nay, you have been a light during this holiday season here in the studio. Amazing. You are the type of people that I love having on the show because you show why people should continue doing what their heart tells them to do. Mm-hmm. You're one of the entertainers that the reason why I have people like you on the show is because there's always a story behind it. It's never what you see, but there's always people that actually have a purpose to do what they do instead of just for fame or superficial notion. And you are the exact example of who I want on this show. So thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Everyone, round of applause for Anae.
Having me. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
So everyone, please follow Anae on, I'm sure you have Instagram and Facebook. I do. Correct?
Yes, and buy those tickets.
And buy the tickets. December 10th, the notoriety, down.
We need that.
Yes.
On down.
Come down and hear her beautiful voice sing the...
Can I say thank you to you?
Oh, thank you. Yes, you can.
I want to say thank you. I really do. And I mean it. You nailed it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, stop. Air hug. My turn as red as her elf, guys. Everyone, Anae. Blessing.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, we're going to jump to our other guest of the day, so make sure you do not go anywhere. And in the meantime, go follow her on her socials and check out the tickets for the show.
Calling all live music and entertainment lovers you don't want to miss. This is A Man's World, but starring Anae. Anae means beautiful lady with a song, and this beautiful lady lives up to that name. This international recording artist is an excellent song stylist, songwriter, and extraordinary performer. For 26 years, she's performed all over the world as part of one of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame groups, the Shirelles.
Never thought I would ever be one of the Shirelles. And 26 years later, all over the world, met some remarkable people, incredible icons that I grew up watching on TV. Some of the artists that I've had the pleasure of working with: Temptations, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, the Coasters, and the Drifters. I've also had the pleasure of working with Frankie Valli, Little Anthony, and the late Leslie Gore. As a vocalist and a singer and performing with the Shirelles over the years, in most cases, the shows were dominated by male singers. And I thought it was important to represent women in a way to not disempower men, but to state clearly that this is a man's world, but don't leave us out.
This amazing production features the music of James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Smokey Robinson, Little Anthony and the Imperials, and the list goes on and on, with the costumes, showgirls, live orchestra, singers, dancers, and tapper you'll literally be jumping out of your seat to dance.